So our organizers are going to share a little bit about the vision and share, what they want you to get out of this festival. So once again, let's welcome our organizers. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I just found myself looking at my wrist, then I noticed I don't have a watch today, so sorry about that. It looked awkward, right? My name is Maurice Otieno. I'm Executive Director at Baraza Media Lab. And Baraza Media Lab is an organization or a platform for storytellers and media to be able to collaborate, experiment, and learn from each other's experience as we try and hold power to account. Now, today we are here to celebrate and to basically learn from each other at Wakati Wetu. And I prepared a 9-page speech, so no, I'm joking. We like to say that history lives in museums, but much of our history was taken there, actually. Behind the glasses lies our mask, our spears, basically our being. And they were not gifts. These were evidence of our existence, our spirit, as a nation, as a people, from Africa, from the global south, right? And most people, when I was talking yesterday with Noel, and most people, when they talk about reparation, they talk about it as more of like, reparation is about money. And it's not about money, right? It's about our memory, it's about our truths, it's about our history, it's about our belonging, right? And for far too long, we've not told our stories through our lenses. And I think Wakati Wetu today gives us an opportunity to listen to others who are telling that story in different ways, for us to learn from each other, for us to start this movement about asking what is ours, asking us to get what is really and truly us, right? From things that are being held hostage, actually, from us. They're not evidence, they're not gifts. They're being held hostage in museums, right? It happens that this happens at a very interesting time, because as you may know, that Kenya also recently lost one of our leaders who was also all about this, all about justice, all about correcting the wrongs before we start talking, right? So it's very interesting that this also happens just at the backdrop of that. As a country, we, yes, mourn his loss and also take some of the learnings, especially towards these conversations that we're going to have here today and tomorrow. So I don't want to take much of my time, because you can imagine if I do 7 minutes, then my colleagues also do 7 minutes, we'll be here the whole day. So I want to just stop there and say it's our time now, especially as the continent becomes more aware of what is going on, of course, through the blessings of digital platforms. And we start holding people to account to things that we think are rightfully ours, right? So our time is now, our time is today. Looking forward to interact with you guys a lot during this period. And I would like to usher in my colleague and friend, Makmid, to also give you a word. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please give it up for Maurice. Woo! Greetings, comrades and colleagues. And welcome to Nairobi, welcome to Kenya. For those of you who are coming to the continent for the first time, welcome to Africa. I want to be very brief. Those of you who know me know that I can talk. But today, it's actually a day of action, and we want to ensure that you feel the action within the space. This week is actually a very important week in the Pan-African movement. 80 years ago this month, the 5th Pan-African Congress was held in Manchester. And this was between the 15th to the 21st of October 1945. Among those who met in Manchester were some of the founding fathers of Pan-Africanism. Hastings Banda from Malawi, Jomo Kenyatta from Kenya, Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah from Ghana, and our brothers from the Caribbean, the Trinidadian activist George Padmore, and a lot of others, including our feminist leader, Georgia Garvey. They met in 1945 in Manchester, and they planned a movement. They used that movement to build nations, to build movements that we are building on today. I'm referencing the 5th Pan-African Congress to let you know that the movement for reparations is not new. The conversations that we're having today and that we're going to be having over the next couple of days are not new. 80 years ago, these leaders came together to carve a solution to repair Africa from the clutches of colonial thefts, of colonial plundering, of colonial exploitation. 80 years later, we're here to say it is our time. It has always been our time. But now, more than ever, it is our time to reclaim, to repair, to rebuild, to remake. And that is why we're here with Wakati Wetu Festival. So please join me in welcoming all the elders before us, the young generations that are coming after us, and those of you who are here, joining us in solidarity to call for repair, to call for reparations, to call for justice, equity, and dignity. Please give yourself a round of applause for joining this movement. I want to thank all those who have been helping us in this journey. And as I wrap up, to invite my comrade sisters, I want us to remember that the journey for a free world, a journey for equity, is not a journey that we can travel alone. Because as the Igbo proverb says, the footsteps of a single person does not cause a stampede. If we want to cause a stampede for change, if we want to cause a stampede for humanity, if we want to cause a stampede for equity, join us in this moment. Thank you very much and welcome.
Good morning. How are you? Good morning, distinguished guests. It's an immense honor to welcome you to this first Pan-African Reparations Festival in Africa. It's wonderful to see so many people coming from different countries, more than 20 countries, and gather to think about a repaired Africa, a repaired future for Africans and people of African descent. And I also want to extend my heartfelt welcome to all the speakers, panelists, community members, guests, who have come together from far to this important conversation. So when we said that we are organizing a festival on reparations, so many people started to ask, why a festival on reparations? And why now? Why now, at a time when an unrestrained white supremacy order is reasserting itself globally and in Africa? At a time when the pursuit of justice has become one of the least priorities for many governments across the world. And our response is 25% of the world population in 2050 will be from Africa. 80% of the world population in 2050 will be from the global majority. So we have to prepare this future. We are at a turning point, yes, in the global order, but we cannot be passive. We cannot be silent. We don't have the luxury to stay silent and passive. It's vital to build resistance, and to build resistance beyond the specificities of the contemporary racial crisis, because many of the crises that we are facing now, whether it's climate crisis, economic crisis, are rooted in the colonial system of exploitation that has been going on for the last 6 centuries. So this festival is here to sound the alarm and to say that we have to resist, we have to build a future rooted in equality and in justice. We have to tap into the power of being part of this global majority. But the festival is also our deliberate intention to rethink the way we have been mobilizing for justice. much work, as Makmid was saying, has been done for the past decades by civil society organizations, academics, advocates across the continent and the global diaspora. And our task now is to build upon this foundation by bringing this conversation to ordinary citizens and democratize this conversation on reparations. And making clear that it's not just about financial compensation, it's about dismantling colonial and neo-colonial structures that continue to shape our lives, to shape our economies, to shape our education and political systems. So art and culture have, in this moment, a vital role to play in this awakening, because they allow us to feel, to refuse, to reimagine new futures for Africans and people of African descent. So this festival is a place to expand our collective imagination, to continue the unfinished work of our grandmothers and grandfathers who fought for our liberation. So this festival is about making Africa the epicenter for resistance. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Wakati Wetu. And I hope that this festival will inspire dialogue, solidarity, and a renewed commitment to justice and reparations for transform Africa and people of African descent. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Noel Didla. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a Dalit woman from Guntur, South India. My chosen home is Jackson, Mississippi. It's the land of the Choctaw, Chickasaw, Natchez, and other native people. Mississippi is also home to African Americans who descended from enslaved Africans who were kidnapped from the motherland. It is also the home of many immigrants who had to leave their home places due to colonial legacies, occupations, wars, climate crisis, and many other forms of oppression. I am privileged to be one of the organizers because as a Dalit, I believe that reparations as a potential framework is fundamental to engage in being in right relationship to self, each other, institutions, and systems. As a brown ally and as a resource generator, I am so grateful to Makmid, Liliane, Maurice, and their teams for the invitation, for radically being present in imagining our futures through the practices of care, love, repair, wellness, healing, and abundance. I invite us to really be present, open, and connected to our own bodies so that we can really make the connections between the colonial legacies of white supremacy so that we can imagine our repaired futures and normalize our futures through policy, governance, structural change, culture, and good relationships. I thank you and welcome you all. And before I leave, I also have this amazing task my partners have set me to give the community agreements that we all have to engage with for the next couple of days. So if you can bear with me, I gotta pull out my phone and read from there.
Please give it up for Noel, please.
Woo! All right, Wakati Wetu 2025. It is a festival, it's not a conference. We know that, right? We all know that. Look at each of you, how fly you are. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being present with your fashion today. So what we want to do today is we acknowledge each other's humanity, dignity, and we will honor and respect each other's boundaries. We will care for each other, we will center joy, repair, wellness, healing, nourishment, and we will celebrate us because we deserve to. We will do it by practicing the following housekeeping agreements that we all came up with. This is a safe and inclusive space for all people. Wakati Wetu means this is our time. We will practice being in right relationship by making safety a priority. We will adhere to the code of conduct and the spirit set by the festival, and the festival organizers, we are not going to tolerate any form of discrimination here in this space. There are designated non-gendered washrooms in the big building over there to my left. If at any point in time a participant feels unsafe, uncomfortable, please approach any one of our staff and let us know. We will intentionally listen and care for you to the best of our abilities. Folk who are found violating our code of conduct will be asked to leave the festival. The plenaries offer us time to be present in our learning and thinking. The small groups are where we talk to each other. So we ask and urge all our speakers to stick to the time allotted as a practice of respect, because we have amazing number of speakers who are bringing a ton of their wisdom to inform all of us and to stretch us. When the moderators of the sessions invite audience participation, please make sure you limit your remarks to 1 minute and make space for others to weigh in, because every voice matters. Timekeepers in space will help us honor time limitations set by the festival organizers. Moderators, please keep an eye contact with the timekeepers in the back and be timely, please. Any person wearing an orange lanyard means they have not consented for media. So please make sure that we honor their request. Yeah, that's it.
Have fun.
Yeah, please have fun and enjoy the beautiful place, which is the land of the Maasai people.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Let's give it up once again for our amazing organizers, African Futures Lab, Deep South Solidarity Fund, Reform Initiatives, and Baraza Media Lab. Thank you all for your powerful words, for your warm welcome. And like our organizers said, this is not a conference, it's a... And Wakati Wetu is not just the name of a festival, but it's a declaration. It's a reminder that our time is now. It's a reminder that it is our time now to resist, to reclaim, to rebuild, to heal. Own this space, own this time. And like Noel had mentioned, not only are we in the heart of Kenya, Nairobi is not only the heart of Kenya, but Nairobi is also Maasai land. As you can see, I am donned out in some Maasai, shuka. But this morning, we'd like to welcome our Maasai elders as they lead us in a libation ceremony. So at this time, I would like to welcome our Maasai elders to the stage as they lead us in a libation ceremony. This is a big moment for us. Like I said, it's all about looking back to our history so that we can know how to move going forward. And I just want to walk around the room and get, a few views from people to find out, what are you looking forward to most for Wakati Wetu Festival? And what is that verb for now? Is your verb to rebuild? Is it to heal? Is it to tell the stories to the youth that you didn't know when you were younger? What is one word that comes to mind when you think about Wakati Wetu?
Transform.
Ooh, I like that. Transform. My sister over here, tell us, what is your word for Wakati Wetu Festival?
Claim back.
Claim back. All right, let me come over to this side of the room. Okay, African Queen, hello. When you don't make eye contact with me, that means I'm coming over to you. So tell us, actually, I need to get to know people's names. So tell us your name and tell us, what is that one word that Wakati Wetu Festival represents for you?
My name is Nyanjamo Kemwa, and that word is to re-ancestralize ourselves. We are all ancestors. Let us re-ancestralize ourselves.
Re-ancestralize. I like that. Okay, our first man on the mic, tell us your name and tell us the word that these 2 days represent for you.
So my name is Bankadi, and I think for me it's about centering the conversation on ourselves.
I like that, centering. All right, let me get one more over here. A youth, a Gen Z. Tell us your name.
My name is Loki Mawson, And Wakati Wetu would mean rejuvenation for me.
Rejuvenation. Y'all are waking me up. Y'all are really getting me energized. All right, let's get one more gentleman over here. Tell us your name and tell us your word for the day.
Thank you. My name is Mabos Ortman from Namibia. Repair.
Repair. Ooh, a lot of powerful words. Can we give a snap? We give a snap for all the words, for the energy. We are rebuilding, we are reclaiming, we are rejuvenating, we are rebirthing our story. We are telling our story. We're not letting other people write our story. So do we have our elders ready for us? So we have our Maasai elders, and they're looking amazing. So I'd like to welcome them over to the stage as they lead us in a libation ceremony. Let's put our hands together for our Maasai warriors.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi. My name is Daniel Olekipilosh. A Maasai cultural chief representing Ma-speaking communities in East Africa. Being a cultural chief, I'm again the Secretary General for Ma. When we talk about East Africa, we're talking about 5 countries in East Africa where the Ma communities inhabit. And we're happy to be here. Together with me here are elders. These are Ma senior elders from one section of the Ma speaking communities in Narok, commonly known as the Purko. And what we're going to do here, as we talk of our time, we want to join all the Africa children and communities to say it is equally our time. And when we say our time, we want to bless this ground. Historically, this place, the whole of Nairobi, we all know it's a man name, a place of cold waters. And if you give your child a name, it means that child is yours. So that means Nairobi was a Ma child. And that is why it has the name Nairobi, Ngaria Nairobi. During droughts, this was the main shelter of the Ma and their livestock, because it has favorable climatic conditions with him. And so at a time like this, they will come with their cows to this place because it's a place of rescue for their livelihoods. And so for those who are aware, Olanana, the Maasai Loibon, used to reside in a place called Ngong. And so all the treaties of 1904, 1911, which he was told to sign without knowing what he was signing, a treaty that only favors the one who was holding a paper and a pen. And up to date, the one who was holding a pen at that time is still reaping the benefits, while the person who was told to sign without knowing what he was signing is still languishing in all the vulnerability conditions and situations just because of a paper and a pen that he was so told to sign, not knowing he was signing on behalf of generations. And the generation now are here, we are here. And before we begin this libation ceremony here, some of us know, not far from here, a school called Lanana School. We all know Lanana School? Yeah? Do you all know Lanana School, where it is around here? Why is it called Lanana School? That was the first point where Olanana and the white man met. When they met for the first time, this white Mzungu was having artificial teeth. And so he wanted to show magic. And so he can remove all the teeth and put back to the mouth. And so Leanana believed, this is my colleague, this is Oloiboni like me. But what he does, he also put his hand on a burning fire and remove his hands with flames of fire. And so when he tried to greet him, the white Muzungu ran away because he feared, he was scared. How can you put your hand inside the fire and then you remove your hand burning and your body is not burning? You only see flames. And so because of that, that Muzungu decided to name the place, Leanana Place. And so that's why they put up Leanana School as a stone to remember their first encounter. Not to speak much, because probably we'll get another time, because right now we're just blessing the ceremony. But we believe we'll get another time to say how we feel about the return. When you talk about return, coming back, bringing back, it is the Ma that have a story to tell. I know the little knowledge that I have, I'm aware that we have around 11 massacre sites of over 3,000 warriors buried alive. People heard of Nkidong massacre. When they are doing the massacre, they are raping our children, they are raping our wives. You know, they are taking our livestock the way they want. We know the Major Grand story. In 1949, when the British governor just came and said, I will take this bull for my consumption. And then this warrior was telling him, please don't. If you really want, take the whole herd, but not this single bull. But because this guy wanted to misuse his power, he said, I'll take the one, your favorite bull. So he took, and we all know what happened. And the head of that Moran is still in the UK. The remains of our people are still hidden in overseas museums. They call it treasure. We go there as tourists to go see our own remains. And because of that, we are going to speak to this ground. Because now, this particular ground, we call our ancestors, that we are back, and we need back what belonged to us. And so these elders here are standing here. You see they are holding sticks. This particular seed, this one is black. The black one symbolizes beauty and, when you are just at peace. But this one also symbolizes ceremonies. And when there is peace, we have cows, and we cannot have cows without grass. So grass represents life. And he's also holding a calabash. We all know this is a very important tool in Ma. It's a traditional tool where we use, it has multiple uses. We can use as a blessing tool. We can store our milk. We can feed even the Oloibon. They use these calabashes to perform their activities. And so inside, there is milk. For us, milk symbolizes abundance. It symbolizes, we are at peace. We have enough food. And so we are going to use these ones just to symbolize that we are talking to our ancestors. So that when the whole Africa comes together and talk as one, we speak here. And we are calling all the spirits here, our ancestor spirit. Leanana spirit is here. Do you believe? Yes. Yes. If we say, oh, Leanana, come here and listen what they are doing to us, it is the same as what happened just the other day when our people from the Lake region said, Baba, Fufuka, they have started doing something. And so for us, we are saying, Leanana, we are here. Come, because we want you, and we want your guidance here. So they are going to perform that. We're just going to bless. And they just asked me to if we have a lead of this delegation, this meeting, the person who is leading this vision, yes, even if it is 1 or 2, just to be around here, because we believe what we are going to start here is going to go a long way to rescuing Africa, right? Okay, so I'm going to give them right now that opportunity to perform that. So it's a libation, and so there's a big communication. So you are the leader of the event? Yes, just come, the two of you. Is there any Ma speaker here? Any other Ma here? Just in the crowd. If you are a Ma, come. Okay. You know, for us, when he's going to bless, the rest of the crowd, the rest of the people will respond and say, Nai, Nai. Let's do a practice. Nai, Nai, Nai. Nai. So when you say a word probably that you don't understand, you hear probably a comma or just a sign that is showing for a response, right? So we'll all help when they say whatever they are going to say, we will respond in a big voice. Nai, what does it mean? Nai. We are saying it means yes, God. Nai. Yes, God. Yes, God. It's like we are saying, God come. Amen. Right? So you will stand there for a little while. When they are done with whatever they are going to do, they ask me, they want to see the lead of this, because this is not a normal idea. It is beyond, it's a noble idea.
Naida de no boyo. Naida de no boyo.
Nai.
Naido riboyo.
Nai.
Daba shayo ndoro.
Nai.
Owe ne nigidi.
Nai.
Owe na yalo.
Nai.
Da shayo yo logon.
Nai.
Ushukundo gidinga na waki.
Nai.
Ushukundo gidinga na waki.
Nai.
Debo kuweji.
Nai.
Todo mulugon.
Nai.
Oh baba.
Nai.
Dele orgwari.
Nai.
Owe nigirodi.
Nai.
Eni ni ngoyo.
Nai.
Eni ni ngeni kijoito.
Nai.
Endo do mulugon.
Nai.
Nagi shwandu shugunye.
Nai.
Endo shugunya nagi shwang.
Nai.
Endo shugunya ngopang.
Nai.
Endo shugunye.
Nai.
Do di ngambogin.
Nai.
Onka nai bo jangai.
Nai.
Ire jadu shugunye.
Nai.
Nai du shugo ki yonki shwang.
Nai.
Nai du shugo ki yoldo nganalang.
Nai.
Aba dara gawor wesa bada.
Nai.
Nai du shugo bogin.
Nai.
Du shugo onka nai bogin nangop.
Nai.
Dorburga lo subugo.
Nai.
Olana na bedara ki.
Nai.
Du melo gonya.
Nai.
Odare du yo.
Nai.
Yo bogu weji.
Nai.
Ade ne bo yo ganage.
Nai.
Miruga nanga yana tokoya.
Nai.
Ida mesho yo nanga yana kulukoni.
Nai.
Yata tenne.
Nai.
Wezeke dianye.
Nai.
Medu shugwanga ingishwan.
Nai.
Medu shugwanga ingishu.
Nai.
Medu shugwana kuluponi.
Nai.
Me walana nena kop.
Nai.
Me irisa.
Nai.
Me unga bilil.
Nai.
Me shanda yanga iduboto.
Nai.
Me shanga iduboto yo.
Nai.
Medu shugu kona gwabi muj.
Nai.
Te muyu gwabe.
Nai.
Muyu gwabe.
Nai.
Te shugu ki yo bokitoki.
Nai.
Me shugu yo ganga yengeno.
Nai.
Me shanga yanga yengeno.
Nai.
Me shugu Kenya.
Nai.
Me shugu Kenya.
Nai.
Nanda nabo.
Nai.
Me shanga yulari bolang.
Nai.
Yata tenne.
Nai.
Wezeke dianye.
Nai.
Olana no wenne.
Nai.
Wenne.
Nai.
Gawarieni lodu dama.
Nai.
Me shugu yo ganga ingulupo.
Nai.
Me shugu wanga ingishu.
Nai.
Meda ingishu.
Nai.
Meda aldunganak.
Nai.
Meda aldunganak.
Nai.
Medu shugu wanga ingulupo.
Nai.
Me shanga yo gona gulupo.
Nai. 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 Nai.
Now, you've not heard, but they're calling all the names. beautiful names of God. The God of their fathers.
Nai.
The God of their children. The God of their land. The God of their forest. The God of their cows, salt lake areas. The God of their soil. They are asking God, the God of their forefathers and their ancestors that come here. The God of the freedom fighters. The God of those who stood even when everything was harsh. They are asking that God to stand together with us today, so that as we begin, the same God will begin with us. And so that is exactly what they were saying. Now, now, so you are Liliane,
Makmid, we are the organizers.
Nine.
Okay. Just to tell you what they are doing, these are the people who are carrying this vision. They are the people who have organized this. And these elders have decided, now that we bless the land, we've blessed everything, if we're going to return anything, then there are people who always front others. And so they are going to give them their mighty hearts, the ability to go forward and not to look backward. So that when we say it's our time, it becomes our time and we are committed to do it. So that doesn't look like it is an event like any other. And so they're just going to bless without pouring anything, no milk, no nothing. They believe that whatever that they have done here, these people will stand here. So they are going to step on the milk and the grass and everything. But now that you're carrying the mantle, they are going to pray for you. And so it's a traditional prayer. We are not closing our eyes, because we want to look into our God. We want to look at the sky and tell God, come, right? So I'm going to give them.
Meshanda yanga yomomi. Nai. Meshanda yanga yeni ningo. Nai. Meshanda gawari yeni shadama. Nai. Anda lakar. Nai. Meto dinganda yanga yomomi. Nai. Okolo kituak. Nai. Wala rikoko. Nai. Angara yeda wala rikoni yara kibilosho. Nai. Beginja yanga yengeno. Nai. Enirikiar Maasai. Nai. Enirikiar loshon. Nai. Lolo ibor. Nai. Kawari yeni ridama. Nai. Nai beginja yanga yoga ngari ya busi. Nai. Nana Gopang. Nai. Nana Nairobi. Nai. Neshukunyi. Nai. Nai meginja anga yoldo illo. Nai. Meginja anga yoldo illo. Nai. Olibolu nyanaji. Nai. Meginjo. Nai. Tiata tene. Nai. Odege dianye. Nai. Yeto robilo. Nai. Yanta jew. Nai. Meshanda anga ipo kutoki. Nai.
Ayya medare dundai. Nai. Yandar kula langai. Nai. Malangari yanda anga ikenna. Nai. Ainda ba shayo gambadai. Nai. Na itu sugong kopang. Nai. tushuku iltung'anak, tushuku nkishu, tasheyie elukunya onkera ang', metagolo taadoi ntae nkalamuni, araki piloito olalang'a lenkai, ore sininye olopeny ene mitashe elukunya, taa olalang'a lenkai, metorishie ntae Enkai bata, metoriko ntae Enkai neriku, naa yiok enikitii, naa ishomo nkang'itie duo niking'ua, shomo torripo nkishu nirrip iltung'anak, tang'arie yiok inaanaake, ntapaasha yiok ntorrok, naa yiok ene, toriko yiok torbaribarani, ntapaasha yiok ntokitin pooki torrok, naa itushuku enkop ang', toolubo pooki enkop, tushukoki yiok nkishu ang', naa inteng'ena nkera ang', meetu aaku ninche orikito enakop, metushukunye nkulupuok enye, naa inchoo yiok nkulupuok ang', naa inchoo yiok nkishu ang', naa inchoo yiok eng'eno ang', naa inchoo yiok kulo arikok, misula enkalamu ang', misula, entarr kulo alang'a lenkai, entimirisho, entimirr nkwapi oloibor, entimirr misula Kenya, misula enkop ang' oloorok, mentarr kulo alang'a lenkai.
It's done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let's put our hands together once again for our Maasai elders and also for the leaders of our festival, Liliane and Makmid. Thank you so much to our elders for honoring our history and also blessing this land. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the drummers. And they have these really amazing drums on stage. They say one man's trash is another man's treasure. So those drums you see on stage are all made from recyclable materials, plastics, old woods, and together they are becoming the drumbeat of the festival. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get on our feet and put our hands together for the drummers. We want you all to celebrate because this is not a conference, it is a festival. We have honored our past, we have acknowledged the pain, but we also are making a commitment to acting now.
Wewe sasa habari jambo jambo. Jambo jambo nataka kuambia. Mimi hapa mitaani Makau. Sana vile mdomoni. Wala sikupenda kwangu. Ajali mkukuli sada yangu. Habaridi ya usiku. Jambo jambo habari wewe sasa. Wewe sasa habari jambo jambo. Jambo jambo nataka kuambia. Mimi hapa ule ninaimba ni wimbo wa tumaini. Yeni na nini vijana wenzangu tucheze ngoma pamoja.
And to all of our guests, I want to remind you, this is Africa, this is Kenya. We don't like to sit down. So if you're feeling the drum beats, if you like what our drummers are doing, show them some love and get on your feet. Let's warm up. Let's warm up the Sankofa 10. Let's go. Woo.
Listen, the drums have spoken. They speak not with words, but with the energy and the memory of tomorrow. Yes, the drum remembers the pain, the power, and the promise. Can you hear the drum under the ground? It's our ancestors humming. Child, don't worry. In the noise of forgetting, they whisper our names, calling us gently to rise from the pain. We wear borrowed scars, stitched by hands that never said sorry. Taught to smile wide while still carrying worry. We are the seeds they tried to burn, but the fire taught us how to return. With ashes on our feet and hope in our eyes, we dance to our stories where the truth never dies. Our laughter survived the change. Our rhythm outlived the rain. Our language, haki yetu, still flows in our veins. So, when we say ni wakati yetu, we mean no more waiting for who owes who. It's our time to rebuild, to relove, to renew, carry tomorrow in our breath, singing through our sorrows, outdancing death. Ama kwa kweli ni wakati wetu, wakati wetu, sauti yetu, wakati wetu, sauti yetu. Afrika ina dance, Afrika inaitika.
I can hear you. Say, ni wakati wetu. 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 Ni wakati wetu kucheza muziki sasa. Hebu waona kila mtu vile tunacheza our time. This the time to go around say tunafurahia muziki imecheza na makaratasi na mikebe saba siki mtu. Kila mtu ni amuka na kucheza. Ni wakati wetu. Sisi wote na tuamuka na tuungane na tuseme it's our time. Ni wakati wetu. Sisi wote tucheze mikebe karatasi sauti na muziki zikiimba sisi wote tunasema hey, ni wakati wetu. Ni wakati wetu. Ni wakati wetu. Ni wakati wetu. Hey! 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 Club, 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 club. Say, ni wakati wetu. Ni
wakati wetu.
Ni wakati wetu.
Ni wakati wetu.
Hey, ni wakati wetu wa mziki. Hey, sikiza mziki tamu ikicheza. Hey, kila mtu amka tuimbe wote ni kucheza. Mziki ikiweza ni sisi tulitenda. Ona sasa vinya sisi tunacheza cheza. Ni wakati wetu wa kufurahia, shagilia na kila mtu tu ufurahie. Say hey hey hey. Say hey hey hey.
Hey hey.
Ni wakati wetu.
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 Say ni wakati wetu.
Ni wakati wetu.
Let's show them some love, ladies and gentlemen. A big thank you to our drummers to bringing
and
the energy.
And
yes,
our music today is just not the rhythm. So the drums have spoken. It's a protest for the injustice that was carried out in the past, in the present, perpetuated into the future. It's about demanding justice for what happened then, now, and if we don't help it, in the future. Of course, there was colonialism, slavery, and some institutional injustices that to today continues, that if we let them just pass by, they will go into the future. So our rhythm today is much about that. It's a protest that it's time for justice. Ni wakati wetu kupata haki yetu. Let's not forget, it's about that. Asanteni.
Good. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I wanted to thank you so much for being a very participative audience and also for being the future music directors. Thank you so much.